we go. Oh my gosh. Wow, no way. That is crazy. Welcome back everybody to another clear night of deep sky astrophotography in my backyard observatory. Tonight I'm going to image something I've never shot before. The DUMBBELL Nebula in the Milky Way. It's a far-off planetary nebula, a dying star with a small white dwarf located in the center of it, expelling lots of oxygen and hydrogen gas, which the Optolong L Extreme filter will pick up really nicely. It's going to be clear for the next 3 nights, so I might shoot this target for 3 consecutive nights in a row and get a lot of time on it. So, without any further ado, join me tonight in this night of deep sky astrophotography in my backyard. As always, my name's Trevor, and you're watching Astro Pilot. Alright, back again here in the observatory, and tonight we are shooting M27, the DUMBBELL Nebula, which is a very bright planetary nebula that I've never shot before. I've never shot many planetary nebulas before besides the Helix Nebula, which I'm really excited to shoot later on this season with this. But the DUMBBELL is kind of unique because it has a lot of O3 blue nebula, along with some really prominent hydrogen layers as well, but that nice blue color really pops out in this nebula, which the Optolong L Extreme should pick up really nice. So we're gonna slip this back inside of the filter drawer here and round up the ASI 2600 onto the Newtonian and get up and running. Also, in the last video I forgot to mention the coma corrector I use. This is the TS Optics GPU 4-element APO coma corrector. Extremely high quality coma corrector. I've never had any issues with it. Really long, so it reduces any chances of tilt within the focuser, so it's really sturdy and absolutely fantastic quality coma corrector. Couldn't recommend it enough. Especially it's apochromatic. You don't have to worry about any false colors. So yeah, really happy with this whole image train here. Got the coma corrector, ASCAR M54 off-axis guider with the 120mm mini, and also the ASCAR filter drawer, which works out good. So yeah, let's go ahead and mount this thing up. All right, we're gonna ever so carefully take the filter out and thread it right in here without touching the glass itself. Drop that in there just like that. Thread it in. There we go. And we'll just put this right back into the filter drawer. So it's almost fall, and a lot of these fall deep sky targets are beginning to come out at night. Andromeda in particular. So the next couple clear nights after this session, I'd like to start imaging Andromeda, both broadband and narrowband. So that should be very interesting to see the deep field of view that this telescope provides. So yeah, got the camera mounted up. We'll turn the ASI air on and get everything starting to cool down and wait for it to get dark. So I'll see you then. Okay, so it is almost dark, just dusky right now, and I got the ASI air on. Let's take a look at the iPad, see what we're looking at tonight. So here is the field of view with the correct rotation and everything, and that is the DUMBBELL Nebula M27. And there's lots of exterior gas that's not visible in most pictures that I'm going to try to render out. It's a very large nebula once it's exposed correctly. So yeah, that is what we're dealing with. All right, so I just did a rough focus on Deneb, and now we're going to slew to the Dumbbell Nebula. And there is the Dumbbell Nebula right there. That's only a 10-second test exposure. That shows you how bright this nebula is. A small white dwarf, a dead remnant of once a huge star like our sun, is right in the center of that. The star has shed its outer layers of oxygen and hydrogen and all the other elements in this planetary nebula. So we're going to do an autofocus sequence and take our bias and flats and then actually start shooting it. So yeah. Alright, so I'm doing an autofocus sequence now. Everything's working as expected. So this will just take a couple minutes to do, and then I'm going to swoop back to home position, take bias and flats. Alright, so we are all set up and going and guiding on the Dumbbell Nebula. Here's our guide graph. It is going really well right now at 0.7, anywhere from 0.5 to 0.7 so far, and multi-star guiding with the ASI Air here with the ASI 120mm Mini. Still using my original guide camera from almost 3 years ago, so still holding strong. Everything's going well. 2-second guide exposures. And yeah, pretty solid guiding right now. And that is the Dumbbell Nebula right there, just on a 1-second exposure. So we're going to go ahead and start our auto run sequence and shoot through the night. All right, everybody, here is the first 4-minute exposure coming up in about 5 seconds. And this is going to be so bright. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Wow, no way. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. Wow, no way. I never thought it'd be that bright. You're seeing all this outer stuff here too. Wow, that is awesome. 4 minutes. Wow, that is amazing. Well, everybody, this is the Dumbbell Nebula, Messier 27. Wow, that is so bright. You have the hydrogen here, O2 here. Wow, that's awesome. Dang. All right, so everybody, totally blown away by what I just captured. 4 minutes on the Dumbbell Nebula is crazy, and tonight is probably the best transparency and seeing conditions I've had all season. I'm able to see the Milky Way really clearly, really bright right now visually. I can visually pick out the Lagoon and Trifid and the Eagle Nebula all in a row right there. By far the clearest and the best transparency all season long so far this summer. Wow. I actually just looked at the Dumbbell Nebula visually through binoculars as well, and that was the first time doing that as well, and really bright through binoculars. It's the first time seeing that visually. So I'm going to keep on shooting the Dumbbell Nebula all night long, probably tomorrow night too, and get several hours on it. And that's just crazy how bright that is. I'm blown away by that. So guiding's going well, everything's going well. So yeah, I'm gonna continue shooting the rest of the night. I know this was kind of a shorter video, but I'm just out here enjoying the sky right now. I'm probably gonna lay out here and take it all in for a while. So yeah, stay tuned for the end of the video for the final image, and I have a good feeling about this one. So yeah, that's about all I've got for now. So as always, thank you for watching Astro Pilot, and until next time, clear skies.